Welcome back, Man Cave Influencers. I'm your host. Good to see you guys again. Let's get it started.
All right, serious question, y'all. For people in a relationship, me and my boyfriend always get in a fight over money, bro. Okay, mind you, I'm not broke.
All right, we're starting off early with the bros. Already telling me what type of woman you are. But continue.
Serious question, y'all. For people in a relationship, me and my boyfriend always get in a fight over money, bro. Okay, mind you, I'm not broke. I'm not broke. I am broke right now. You feel what I'm saying? But I make good money, is what I'm trying to say.
So what's the problem? Do you make good money or you don't make good money? Like, when you're trying to be humble, you can't even do that as a modern woman. You're like, I gotta look pathetic, but I can't look too pathetic. No, I got money, but it's just, things.
And all my money goes into my bills. It's just after all my money goes into my bills, I usually have nothing left. So I picked up 3 jobs, right? But my boyfriend didn't like that I was working the 3 jobs because he felt.
I'm sorry. Wait. What? What? I don't understand. How can you have a really good job, but it goes into all your bills? That just sounds like you're just buying stuff that you don't really need. It's outside your scope of practice, or you're outside your means.
Just after all my money goes into my bills, I usually have nothing left. So I picked up 3 jobs, right? But my boyfriend didn't like that I was working the 3 jobs because he felt like I wasn't around my kid as much, which doesn't make any sense. But anyways, nevertheless,
I'm sorry. What?
Also,
what?
Just after all my money goes into my bills, I usually have nothing left. So I picked up 3 jobs, right? But my boyfriend didn't like that I was working the 3 jobs because he felt like I wasn't around my kid as much, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway.
It doesn't make any sense. Maybe you really aren't around your kid enough. Doing 3 jobs? Like, what exactly are you doing where 3 jobs and you're still struggling? Listen, I know times are hard, but what the heck? What type of lifestyle do you have where you got that much responsibility and you can't even spend enough time to with your kids? Usually it gets a little bit easier because you don't have to kill yourself unless you've gone outside your means.
Nevertheless, I had to quit a 3rd job because getting a sitter was becoming a little bit difficult because everybody started working in the evenings. So anyways, me and him always get an argument over cash. And mind you, I'm only ever asking for cash on my off days. Like, if I'm paid, I'm good, right? On my off days, though, I do be asking him for cash, and I'm not.
I'm sorry. Are you dating a Pookie? I'm looking at you. I'm just gonna not try to go another route and say that you're a Pookie chaser, but it sounds to me like you're a Pookie chaser. Like he doesn't have money, but you do. But you'll finance everything. I mean, why can't you guys put your money together? If he's not a Pookie, you guys should be able to have 2 jobs and put your resources together. Or downsize. I don't even know where you're living.
I'm talking about like hundreds of dollars. I'm talking about 10, 20, maybe 50. And majority of the time, it's to be put back into the house, right? Or it's to be put to good use. Like, I'm not asking him to get my hair done. I'm not asking him to get my nails done. He doesn't even get any of that stuff done for me. Like, he does none of that for me. Like, if he
seems to be on top of his purpose. Of course, like again, I'm going to ask, why are you tolerating this? I thought you boss babes don't tolerate that nonsense.
Does something for me, I have to ask for it. You feel what I'm saying?
And then they're hood. You feeling me? You know what I'm saying? You feeling me? Bro? What happened to women being women?
But I don't feel like that's right. And I get mad because every time I ask him for money, he wants to explode or have some type of reaction that just triggers me. And I just want to know, like, do you females ask your man for money, and how is that transaction? Like, is it a fight? Is it normal to ask your man for money? Like, how much money does he give you? You know what I'm saying? Does he treat you to get your hair and nails done? Like, my man literally does nothing but keep his money to himself. Like, and it's annoying, and he's very Mr. Krabs, and I don't like that. And I don't know if that makes me sound shallow or whatever the case may be, but no, I want to marry a provider, and I feel like providers, will help out. And also, he doesn't like to talk about his finances, bro. How are we supposed to be getting married in the future if you can't even have a simple conversation about finances with me? It's always turning into I'm being money hungry. But it's like, I'm realistic, bro. We need to know our budget. How much are we able to spend? Am I wrong?
No, you're just stupid. I'm gonna just go on a limb and say this guy's a Pookie. Maybe I missed something, but the dude. Here's my thing. You know why I think he's a Pookie? Not even if he has a job or not. It's the fact that he's not contributing, and you're allowing it. Which means one of two things. Either he knows how to wow you, and you're amazed by how he wows you, or option B, he's a Pookie and he lays down the pipe really good, and that's enough to discombobulate your little pea brain into tolerating this. This is why I say it's a Pookie. You're dating a Pookie, my dear. How do I know this? Because you're letting all this go. He's not contributing anything. You got 3 jobs. Technically, you're supporting 3 people. That's why I know it's a Pookie. Because you women will definitely pick this type of dude, fight tooth and nail for this dude. You will go above and beyond for this dude. But the dude that wouldn't do any of this thing stuff for you or to you, you make him go through the ringer. Stop acting like you wouldn't. Any ladies watching, tell me if I'm lying. And if you lie, I'll know it.
Let me tell you something. The reason why I be telling y'all not to trip about these men and whatnot is because I work in the healthcare field. I've been in the healthcare field since I was 18 years old.
Yeah, which means you've been working in a nursing home, which means you have not amounted to anything but a bargain basement job when you wipe butts for a living. Or if anyone who knows ever worked in those fields and those people that work in those fields, it not me floor 120/80. She was like that when me saw her.
Dying alone. They're dying alone. The women that's in these places, their daughters are coming and bringing them to the nail shops, getting their hair done, coming to see them their daughters are coming to see them every 2 weeks. You better ask somebody. I am the one who is right there when some of these men are taking their last breath.
Yeah, I know you are. If you're a CNA, you definitely are. Like I said, not me floor though. The patient, he expired, but not me floor, so I don't know. I'm on me break. Anyone that's worked in EMS knows this. 120/80. Ask an EMS provider what that means. I'm going to tell you right now what the situation is. First of all, you want to know why there's more women? All the men are just passing away because women outlive men. That's number one. Number two, I don't care what you're talking about. You go to enough nursing homes, plenty of women are there. No family members in sight. I've been to them all. When I was working that business, I was working in all types of nursing homes. They're all considered equal when it comes to forgetfulness and forgotten. Nobody cares. When you go to a nursing home, your family members really don't care. And I'm telling you, guaranteeing you, she works in those little CD ones, not the ones where you put up your house as collateral and you use your life insurance to pay for it. Nope. What we're talking about are the ones where you don't need a college degree to work there, where you pretty much just wipe butts for a living. The women get just the same type of treatment that the men do. The only difference is that one dies faster than the other.
Clean so many dead bodies, and guess what? Nobody showed up for them. Not their kids, not their wives, not their grandkids. Nobody came for them because why? They were not good men while they were alive. They're gonna continue dying alone. That's why I tell y'all don't trip. I'm physically seeing it on a daily basis, watching them all go by themselves. And this is their grandpas that they're talking about. These are the men that they're talking about. This is their grandpas that's dying alone. And it's going to be them. That's just the reality of shit. That's why I don't be worried about these men talking, because, baby, I watch y'all every day. Go by yourselves with nobody on y'all side.
I'm pretty sure this has to do with the Passport Bros moving on and doing it, because every black woman was just getting real pissy and upset. Oh, these Passport Bros, they dusties. No, the dusties are the ones you keep becoming single mothers from. That's why you have a kid, because you're a single mother. You're upset because those men were moving on. Keep it real. We all know it. You knew that the Dusties were the Pookies and Ray Rays that gave you that child while you're a single mother. I guarantee you, there won't be no ring on her finger. But because men say they're moving on, oh, they Dusties. They dying in nursing homes by themselves. And I'm telling you, it's the same group of women that lead in the charge. Why? Because they're the easiest to be tricked and fooled. Feminism. You broke up the black community. Why? Because you listened to what some feminists told you and told you to do the thing that wasn't needed for you guys, but you did it anyway. Why? Because you're stupid. And then you have the other idiots who come out here who put more salt in the wound and burn more bridges by turning against the only group of men that will ever have your back. And you think that insulting them is going to fix things. No, this is why women cannot be leaders. Modern women cannot be leaders. Women of our past have the potential of being better leaders. You women are not leaders. You are followers posing as leaders. And here we go. Oh, the men are dying. Don't worry about them. See how it always comes to death and mocking their dive. Now, mind you, most of the passport bros aren't insulting you. They're just calling you out for what you're doing. You know it. But you're mad that they're moving on and erasing you. You're actually erasing yourself because you turned against them long ago.
The new norm, like it's okay for men not to want to commit anymore like they used to, or is it that they have too many options now with all these dating sites and, you know, women willing to be in open relationships? But what I know for me is that I really don't know if I'll ever meet someone of substance that truly wants, you know, what I want, and it's sad. You know, I never thought I'd be going through this.
Not that men don't want to commit, it's we don't have to commit anymore. Because so many of these women, thanks to the sexual freedom liberation movement of not only the 60s, but also what's been going on lately, the last 5 years, really, the last 5-10 years, where women are getting on these apps and just freely having sex with guys without wanting a commitment themselves. Guys are taking advantage of that fact, right? The fact that women are just willing to sleep with them without them having to invest. Right? And this was, you can thank your fellow female, feministas for this, because they really started this movement of, hey, you can sleep around, the Chelsea Handlers of the world. Just sleep around. It'd be
Absolutely. And I salute you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing it, because if it wasn't for you, women wouldn't be the 304s that they are today. No one wants to commit to you because, one, if you live in this country, in the United States, it's a waste of time. Why get married to a modern woman or a woman past her prime when you can just say what needs to be said, shack up with them, have your fun, use them as objects, and then dump them? When a good portion of them have no problem being objects, but they objectify themselves and say, you can't treat us like objects. Only when they deem it okay can they be objects. That's the honest truth, and you have to accept it. And you look like an older lady. The honest truth is, you're past your prime. I guarantee you wasted it, and you wasted it on the worst type of dudes. Every story comes up the same way. You do the same thing, wasted on the same guys, and then complain that the other guys won't take you. They won't take you because they don't want you. They don't want you because you didn't want them back then. Am I right or am I wrong? You know this. That's why you have these conversations. You act as if you don't know the answer. You know the answer. I'm going to give you the harsh truth about it. You're past your prime. Those men that you didn't want, that you want now, are going to use you. Like you're using them because you're past your prime and you're quote unquote settling. I don't know. This is why I say women are followers, because you mean to tell me you didn't think that this was a bad idea? That women coming out here saying, I'm going to have sex just like the men do? Okay. Thank you, Small, for being subscribed. I appreciate it. Didn't know that was going to happen. All right. So I like to say thank you for everyone for tuning in. You guys have a good day and good night. And remember, the man cave is always open.